What's up, y'all? My name is Ross Swinson. Today we're learning the main riff from Snow Hey-O by Red Hot Chili Peppers. But before we jump into that, if you like our content, please give us a like, a comment, a subscribe, and check us out on YouTube memberships and Patreon. All right, let's jump into it. Okay, so the first thing about this song is you have 5 chords, basically. John Frusciante likes to use all of these triads, just these little partial shapes of bigger chords, or bigger chord shapes on the guitar. So the first one here is like a G sharp minor. It's like a small part of this bigger G sharp minor here in the E shape. So that's gonna be 6 on A, 6 on D, 4 on G. The next one is an E major chord. That's like an E major in your C shape. And that's gonna be 7A, 6D, 4G. And then the next one there, you're gonna move down to a B major. So you're just taking the same exact shape down to the E, A, and D strings. So 7E, 6A, and 4D. And then the fourth chord, you're moving that same shape back to the A, D, and G strings and up 2 frets for an F sharp major. So this is gonna be 9A, 6D, and, 9A, 8D, and 6G. And so at first you can just practice this and getting your fingerings down for that and being able to switch on time. If you can't switch this with the tempo of the song, you're not gonna be able to play the song on tempo. So just doing that. Those are kind of the main 4 that you wanna look at. And now on the second time through, instead of F sharp major up here, you're doing an F sharp major here. You might think, how is that an F sharp major? Well, you're not starting with the root note on the bottom here. So this is gonna be 6E, 4A, 4D. And what that is, it's actually part of the D shape. If you know your cage system, it's like the D shape, but you're just doing the bottom 3 strings. Another way to think about it, here's like your familiar bar chord, your E shape. It's like that, but you're taking this root and you're playing the major 3rd instead. And that's the chords for the intro. Okay, so now the next thing is going to be the actual picking pattern. I'm just going to stick on the G sharp minor for a minute to do the picking pattern. So what you're doing, you're kind of climbing up the arpeggio, going back to the middle note. So I'm going A, D, G, D. And then you're gonna do a little trill on the G string. So I'm going 4 and 6, back to 4. Just hammer on, pull off, hammer on. So I'm not actually picking all of those notes. And then back to the D string, 6th fret, back to the G string, 4th fret. So we have, that's the first half, and then and that pattern basically continues over all the chords. Even the hammer on and pull off is the same distance. So it's the same pattern. You just kind of copy paste that over each chord. The exception is this final F sharp major. Whereas with the chords here, you're using your 3rd finger when you come back to the D string. So right here, it's like this, 4, 6, 4, and then 6A and 4D. So you're kind of doing this. So you're kind of getting used to that like 1, 3, 1, 3, 1 fingering. On this final F sharp minor, or F sharp major, that A string note is not a 6th fret, so you're kind of breaking the pattern slightly there. But if you just remember that all of these notes here, they're all within the chord shapes. So right here, I go to 6 on D because that's part of this chord. Same with this, and this, and this. So it's all just staying within the chord shapes except for the hammer-on note. So basically, you've got all that. That's very familiar. And then here, it might feel like you want to go, but that's technically not what he does. Now, if it's easier for you to do this, it's such a fast song that I'm not going to pretend like it's really going to sound that different. If that's easier for you and that's the one thing that's keeping you from getting this up to speed, I say just do it that way. But that's how he plays it there. Now, the final thing with this, so we got our chords, we got our pattern. The final thing is your actual pick strokes, downstrokes and upstrokes. Now, I've seen people do all downstrokes for this, which is crazy to me, because this is a very fast song. So you'd have to... That's not very comfortable or relaxed at all for me. Personally, I think that, you know, alternate picking is by far the easiest way to do this. It takes a little while to get used to if you're not already used to alternate picking everything. So here's what I'm doing. It's gonna go down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So I did do 2 downstrokes in a row there, but that's because you kind of get a little break in your picking while this little trill is happening. So you have, so technically you're not breaking the alternate picking pattern because you're still doing the downstroke in the appropriate place. Also, ending on an upstroke is great because you're moving back towards the lower string to get that next A string note. Oops, sorry, I did it wrong that time. So if you do down and then up on the final ones, that upstroke's gonna get you back down to where you need to be. I suggest practicing this in 2 different ways. Just doing that, trying to get that little burst. And then, once you get this second burst down, I would suggest adding the next root note on there. Because if you don't, it's gonna be hard to connect those together. So that's the final thing. You don't have to alternate pick all of this. You can sound good just down picking it. I prefer it because it's just, to me, a lot easier. So one last time through the whole thing, you can watch my right hand. And that's pretty much it. All right, y'all, that was the main riff from Snow, Heyo by Red Hot Chili Peppers. If you liked this video, we'll listen to what you have to say, yo, in the comments section. Subscribe, check out our YouTube memberships and Patreon, and we'll see you in the next video.